Welcome to the fully funded video about debunking the complications of apprenticeship talent. Apprenticeships have done a real 180 in the last few years. They are now more dynamic, flexible, and it is now available for all ages, not just the chosen young few. In this quick video, I have jam-packed in 4 incredible top tips for those who are watching. Let's go. There are many reasons to explore apprenticeships, and I have always been a huge advocate for them. Now, do any of these ring true to you in your business? Apprenticeships are designed by industry experts and they can take between 1 and 5 years to complete, depending on the level and the programme. This is appropriate for new recruits, existing staff and managers. Find it hard to recruit enough good people? Aware that you don't have succession planning in your business? Is seasonal resourcing a real challenge? Conscious you are reactively resourcing for the same role? Aware you have gaps in your business? And lastly, do you think that there are clear knowledge gaps within your teams? So where do you start? The $1 million question. Easy. If you have a problem, what are you trying to solve? For example, if you have an IT department but it's only one member of senior staff, you're probably thinking the department is vulnerable. Planning for their annual leave is a struggle, but you get by. What if they needed a day off with short notice? This is when you realise that they're the only person who knows a really important part of your system. This needs to be fixed. Can an apprenticeship help? Tip 1. This is where we can have a little debate about the chicken or the egg and follows on from our previous side of where to start. The approach I take with my clients is simple. Always consider your end goal first. Where are you going and what do you want to achieve? Building an apprentice into your workforce ticks all of these boxes, so let's talk them through. Succession planning. This is really important in your business, particularly when you are an SME. You want to make sure that you have talent in your pipeline that is ready to take a next step up or to fill in for somebody more senior. Nurture your next rising star. Now, an apprenticeship is really good for this. It can give somebody skills and formal training to be able to make them a real proper rising star in your business. Bridge skill gaps. Now this is really important for apprenticeships because now not only are they labour and trade, but you can also do a management apprentice as well. This is really, really important. Do you have managers in your business that aren't formally trained? Maybe they've been promoted from a mid-level member of staff into a management role. This is a really good opportunity for them and for you to have formal training in your business. You can build progression opportunities with an apprenticeship too. Progression doesn't always mean promotion. You probably don't have that many promotion opportunities within your business because it's an SME. That's fine. Progression can mean growing and developing and learning new skills. That's where an apprenticeship is really key for progression opportunities. A formal trained workforce. Now, wouldn't this be brilliant for you to be able to afford for everybody in your business to be formally trained? With an apprenticeship you can, and that's what's brilliant about it. Tip 2, best practice complements best fit. Now this may sound like common sense, but trust me, it's one of the problems I see a lot. Apprenticeships used to be very rigid and structured, and this has left the impression of them being difficult to implement in a business. Lots of paperwork, admin, and all-round a nuisance. Wrong. This is a notion of the past, thankfully. Before implementing anything in the business, best fit should always be your top consideration. Best practice and compliance should therefore come naturally to your chosen apprenticeship. Firstly, best bang for your buck. You need to make sure that whatever you're choosing, you can actually financially support it and it can work operationally within your business too. The formal necessities. Do you have the framework in your business to be able to tick box all of the compliance necessities that you need to be able to have an apprentice in your business? For example, do you have a framework for national living wage, rights to work, even something as simple as risk assessments for a young person within your business? Management support and team structure. Now this may seem like a no-brainer, but it's really important. Have you got the right managers in place to be able to look after and to actually employ an apprentice? Do you have a team where they can feel included and part of the fabric and part of your business straight away from day one? Inclusion is paramount. It's really important that your apprentice feels part of your business from day one. You can do this in really simple ways. For example, in their induction, you can go out for a team lunch. You can make sure that they meet each manager and each person in your business. Even something really small, they can have a little welcome gift. Tip 3, onboarding for the long haul. This is one of my favourite topics to talk about. I always talk about how business should treat their candidates and moving forward, their employees as clients. If everyone did this, no one would have a retention problem. Picture this. You've invested considerable effort into recruiting, buying someone into your business and engaging them in your role. Then day one of their induction, their computer and their phone has not been set up. This makes them feel like they aren't special and you haven't been excited about them starting, which could not be further from the truth. But this is their perception because the effort has not been put in. Onboarding is another level of investment. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and this is your opportunity to engage your apprentice from day one. And here's how. On this slide, I've put your must-haves and your nice-to-haves. Now, must-haves are your top priority of things that you must put in. The nice-to-haves are complimentary, but if you don't have time to put them in, that's totally okay. Tip 4, local funding opportunities. As you know, this video is funded by Horsham District Council. They do such incredible work in our community and they're so incredibly supportive of local talent. Unlocking local funding is easy. One great opportunity is LEAP funding. The government also offers financial support depending on your business size and what apprenticeship you choose. On this slide, I've put a bit of detail about Horsham District Council's local LEAP funding. Congratulations, we've reached the end. This is my top tip video on debunking the complications of apprenticeship talent, top tips.